Hey Tubes, Jonathan Rosaming here, Truth on Budget. Just took another shower. It's what I do when I'm bored and depressed and have no money and no food and nothing to do. I take showers and listen to music, lay in bed. Um, exciting, right? It's an exciting life. It's probably why I identify with cats so much because we have so much in common. Anyway, gosh, I don't. First things first, whenever I talk about people in my immediate life, I'm not talking about you guys. Like, don't be offended by that statement. It's just my personal definition of immediate people means people that directly affect my life that I see normally, that are around and like I might talk to you over the internet, you know, it, multiple times a week, maybe even, multiple times a day. Are you in my immediate life? No. I'm sorry. Don't be offended by that, but it's just my definitions of things to make things easier, more easier, to categorize, I guess. I'm not loose with my terminology if you've gathered. I don't like to mince words. I think about what I'm saying before I say it, which is why I sometimes, and I want to, I stare off into the distance and like looks like I'm blank for like 5 seconds. I'm choosing my words because I want to convey, you know, exact information as much as I can, which sucks nowadays because everyone translates you and translates what you're saying and tries to add spin, even when you're speaking directly. But anyway, first and foremost, not complaining about you guys. I love you guys. You're literally all I got. I wish you were a part of my immediate life. The fact that you're not a part of my immediate life is a tragedy, not an insult. So there's that. So whenever I'm like, all the people in my life suck, not you guys. No. I love you guys. You're great. Um, but anyway, back to my main point. We're getting really close to the end. We're all hoping really close, like really, really, really close. Close the better, but we're getting there. We're chugging along. I think the full beast system is going to be in swing by 2020, and then by 2030, hopefully everything should be wrapped up, or 2027 or whatever, because it's 7 years or something. I forget. Blah blah blah. But yeah, so like I don't think we got much longer anyway. But as we get closer to the end, we're being tested. We're being everything's going on because this is Satan's time to he's basically got the world and when you look at when you read something like this. Read this book. Read this book. C.S. Lewis, Screwtape Letters. Read this book. Read this book. Read this book. Read this book. You interested in the New World Order and how Satan operates? Read this book. Want to know what's going on in socio-politically? Read this book. Want to know what they're doing to men and women? Read this book. Read this book. Read this book. Anyway, seriously, it's like everything. Anyway, um, as we get closer, what they're going to try to do is the elect, us, the bride, the saints, whatever you want to call us. We're going to be like they're going to try to pull us away from Christ as much as possible. They're going to torture us. They're going to make us miserable. They're going to inhabit people around us to have those people hurt us. They're just any way that they could torment us, they're going to. And the 5G, I think, is going to be a major catalyst for that. Because I don't know about you, but I don't like being around Wi-Fi. I don't have the choice, but I don't like it, and I feel better when I'm not in it. And that's just Wi-Fi. So once we get also one to people who not in the know, the term G just means generation. It's not like 4 is at a certain increment more than 5, than 3 or whatever. That's not how it goes. That's why they named it as such. The 5G is like hundreds of times stronger than the 4G, and it's a completely different wavelength. Look into it. I'm talking to people who probably know right now anyway, so there's no point in that. But I don't know. It's a come in, and we're all suffering. The people I talk to personally, people I know in my life, the best of us are in really dire straits. I mean, everyone's kind of having a hard time because everything sucks right now, but it's the elect, the saints, us. We're getting it rougher because not only does life suck, but we're being attacked. We're under attack. Our loved ones end up being skin suits for demons so they can F with us. They're, whatever. Just everything around us is just torment. Because we're supposed to crack. We're supposed to deny God. We're supposed to be like, F this. We're supposed to just deny and turn our backs and everything else. No. What you can turn your back on is society. I'm sick of Christians being like, oh, love everyone, be good to everyone, be this, be that. No! Listen to what Jesus said. He was pissed off all the time. Jesus was irritated by stuff he saw everywhere. It pissed him off. Why do Christians think we're not allowed to be mad about stuff? Yeah, love and forgive, but not at the same level. I'm not going to love my enemy in the same way that I love my lover or my child or my mother. That's a different kind of love. That's not even the same word. And look at who uses love. All right, the satanic agenda uses the word love more than anyone else. All right, God's not about love. He loves us, but it's not what he's talking about. He's talking about, cut the crap, do what you're supposed to do, because that's what someone who loves you does. But personal experience trying to deal with people who are just complete train wrecks. They don't want to listen to anyone else. Even though you have their best interest in mind, they think they could do it on their own. Especially women. No offense to women, but you've been mind effed in this whole independent woman thing. No, it's not. It's not working out for any of you. Any of these strong, independent women that I know, they're not. You know what they do? They borderline prostitute themselves out for like food and cigarettes and alcohol and everything else. They go around, they flirt with men, and they do whatever. Sometimes they do stuff, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I was drunk, I don't know. But whatever. So you're not a strong, independent lady. You're a prostitute. Okay, Little Miss Independent. That's not how it works. If you can't do it by yourself physically, you're not independent. If you can make people do things for you, that's not independent. That's nuts if you think that's independent. Because if those people weren't around, you'd be dead in minutes. Okay, not independent. You're worse. You're a low-level prostitute. You're prostituting yourself for like cigarettes and wine and hamburgers. Good job. You're getting a ride somewhere by acting like a slut to some dude. Good job. Real independent. But anyway, it's not how things are supposed to be. And everyone's miserable, and everyone thinks, they could do it on their own. But no one has any knowledge or skills. So how can you do it on your own if you don't know anything, you don't know how to do anything? We're just set up to fail, and everyone just is going along with it. I'm getting negative again. Anyway, what people need to do is gird yourself, stop accepting the evil, don't let it in. Be closed, close it, close this, close your mind. We don't need to accept any new ideas. What new ideas are there? It's all crap. Whenever you get all these options, then you start to get, none of it matters. It's all crap. That's why we're given so many options. All you need to know about what's good and what's bad is you look at what's going on. What does society want you to do? have plenty of options and be independent and be accepting. So what does that mean? Do the opposite of that, because that is what Satan wants you to do, because Satan runs the show down here. That's how it is. That's why everything sucks. That's why everyone in charge is Satan-worshipping, child-molesting monster. That's why nothing works. That's why all of our time is wasted. It's why we're all dying, why we're all sick, why we're all crazy. Everything. That's why everything sucks. All right? Satan was given command down here by whatever means for a short time, I think probably to test us because we brought it upon ourselves. The second Eve was like, oh, okay, whatever. You know, like, it's so dumb because the thing about that is that we already knew everything we needed to know and we already lived forever. Then Satan comes along and is like, hey, you'll know everything and you'll live forever. And hey, guess what? Now we don't know a damn thing and we die miserably. Good job. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Eve. Listen to a snake. I don't know. It's just like we deserve every piece of punishment we get. Seriously. Even me. I'm glad my life sucks because it should, because I'm not a good person. I would like, you know, for it to not suck occasionally for short bursts, but you know, as far as like, you know, I'm glad it sucks. You know what? We deserve it. We had paradise and we forfeited it because we wanted more. We didn't have enough. We could walk with God in a perfect garden where no one knew pain, where no one had to worry about the next meal, where they were going to sleep if someone was going to steal from them or murder them, had nothing to worry about, and we gave it away. So yes, we deserve every effing second of torment down here. Does that mean we give into it? No. Does that mean we turn our backs on God? Big effing no. All right? Our life is short. He shortened it probably for that reason. Could you imagine 900 years of this crap? No, thank you. By the days of Noah and after the days of Noah, our lives were shortened because the earth sucked. That was a mercy. He gives us mercies constantly. He loves us. He's amazing. The fact that he tests us is good. You need to be tested. Your muscles don't develop unless you use them. Your faith won't be strengthened unless it's tested. Every time someone's like, "Oh, Jesus is Satan," and I gotta debate it, it brings me closer to him. We are meant to be tested. Flesh is weak. It's nothing. It's a flash. It's nothing. All right. This is stronger. Okay. This is stronger. We're more than flesh. And the flesh is weak, and that's why it comes after the flesh. That's why Satan attacks the flesh. That's why everyone just wants to feel good and do what they want and be comfortable, because we're in this weak vessel. This pathetic, soft vessel. And it's meaningless. And y'all need to stop caring about stuff that doesn't matter. Give up on the earth. Okay, give up on society. The planet Earth is fine. Angels watch her. She's good. There's nothing's going to happen to the earth. The human race can try all they want to poison it and damage it, which they're clearly trying to. They're clearly trying to rape and pillage and ruin the earth as much as possible. And God's seeing this happen, but he knows that literally within a week, the next end. The first one was by water, this one will be by fire. Guess what the fire is going to do? It's going to sterilize everything. All the GMOs, all the cross species, all the Nephilim, everything else, he's doing a reset. We are getting a full reset. We've done our time. We've done what we need to do. We're nearing the end. There's a few of us that still care, that still love him. And we've been weeded down to the small amount that there should be. And we're very close. That's why we need to be strong. We need to acknowledge that we're under attack. We need to acknowledge that we're weak. We need to acknowledge everything. You need to come to terms with these things and not run away from them, because when you run away, you're just turning your back on your enemy. And that leaves your back exposed, and then you don't know what your enemy's doing. Bad tactics. You know, it sucks for me, it sucks for you, it sucks for everybody. But it sucks for God too, because he's suffering with us. He feels everything we feel. You know, I'm not saying everything's God and God's everything, but he feels everything that we feel. And I feel that's right, and I feel that is correct in my heart. He's down here suffering with us. When he took on the weakness of flesh and died upon the cross in our place and suffered in hell for 3 eternities in our place, God wouldn't do anything to anyone else that he wouldn't do to himself. All right? Because that's the main point of the Bible. Don't do anything that you wouldn't do to anyone else. So you know he went down in hell and he suffered the full extent of it. For 3 eternities. He suffered 3 times the length that Satan will. All right? Don't question God's love. Don't question God's toughness. Don't question his intelligence. Don't question his anything. It's stupid. Look at the facts and realize how amazing he is, how much he loves us, and how much crap he puts up with because of us. Say you're sorry. Tell him you love him and do your best. All right? And as far as like the world being a complete crap hole, that's not his fault. We did that. We could have denied Satan. We didn't. We've made every decision that made everything shitty. Excuse my language. All right? Don't blame God. Don't blame God for Satan. Don't blame God for the fall. If God made everyone do what he wanted them to do, that's what's the point of the whole thing. We're supposed to have free will. Even the angels. They're not slaves. They love him. They want to be up there basking in his fiery light. Because why would you want to be anywhere else? Think about those brief moments when you get the Holy Spirit hugs, and it's just like this pure unconditional love, and that's like so far away. Imagine being right next to him. Like, how could you possibly want anything else? How is any of this crap worth a fart in the dark? Like, you know, I don't know. We had it, and we could have it again. We can have it again. We just gotta hang in there. Not listen to false doctrines. Not deny him. You know, don't be positive to the point of psychosis. All right? That's nuts. Like I said, Jesus was pissed off he kicked the crap out of people. All right? He was not, you know, yes, love your enemy, but not the way you love your mother, not the way you love your child or your lover. You know, like, pity them. Have pity for them. But don't let them into your house and sleep next to them. You know, they're just wicked people, and we just need to cut them off. You know, like, obviously we need to be part of society to the extent we are, because we have no effing choice. You know, if you want to, you know, where there's never going to be like a collection of Christians living in one area. It's never going to work. No one's ever going to give us the rights or the building permits, or there's just always going to be red tape. There's always going to be BS. And look at stuff, you know, they got this David Koresh movie coming out, you know, the Branch Davidians, because they were totally Christian, totally so Christian. Everything they did was so Christian. Can you feel the sarcasm? No, seriously, anyone declaring themselves God is not a Christian. Also, if you F kids, you're If you F kids, you're not a Christian, and you're going to the worst part of hell. So good luck with that. Have fun with that. Have fun. It's fun. Life's fun. You're having fun. Do whatever you want, right? Yeah. All those elites. They're funny to me too, because they know for a fact there's a God, and then they directly like deny him. But at the same time, you see the fear. I love when you see the fear. I love it. It's my favorite thing. There's this great Marilyn Manson where he's one of those live shows, and he's like denying God and being blasphemous, and he looks up, and you see fear, a flash of fear. Like it's like I think it like dawned on him for a second. And that's why old rock stars are miserable and on drugs all the time, because they know what's waiting for them, and they accepted it. If you watch my other video, our souls are not ours to give. We're bought at a price. You can't sell your soul, obviously, because Satan told you can. Here's the paradigm: whatever the devil says, it's the opposite. It's so easy. You look at all these numerology psychos, like, oh, this adds up to that and this adds up. No. It's not even like that anymore. We don't need to do that anymore. Go watch The Mist on a Netflix. There's a main character that has a domino 3-3. Why does she have a 33 on her? Gee, I know it's just a domino. It's just no. They're showing their signs openly. We don't need to look for them. If you have eyes that see and ears that hear, you know what's going on. And if you don't, and if you can't, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not strong enough to, make you think. People on the fence are going to be given one last chance. From my personal experience, they're going to be too proud to take it. Because we're strong and independent, and we can do it on ourselves by prostituting ourselves. I don't know. But either way, give up on the world. Give up on it. If people in your life are being unreceptive, give up on them. If you're surrounded by negativity, cut it off. We're allowed to. We're allowed to divorce husbands and wives if they're miserable bastards that mistreat us, that don't follow the word of God. Obviously, you should not stay with them, and it is written. Jesus himself condones it. If someone's a piece of garbage, cut him out of your life. We're not here to babysit. We're not here to try to fix people. We're not. That's what Satan does. Satan tries to change people and fix people and do psychology and all that crap. If you want to be good, you'll be good. If you want to do good things, you'll do good things. If you want to be a self-centered monster and do whatever you want and not care what happens to anyone around you, then that's what you're going to do. And you're going to do whatever mental gymnastics you need to do to sleep well at night. And that's you. We don't need you. Good luck with that. And to all my other Christian brothers and sisters, we need to start cutting these people out of our lives. What good do they do us? What? We get to be miserable and we don't get to spread the message to people that will listen because we're wasting our time on deaf ears, making ourselves nuts over, people that we might care about that don't care about us enough to listen for 5 seconds? Good. Cut them off. Good luck. Good luck to all of you. Every time someone, sometimes, someone decides to screw me or, cut me out or, make an enemy of me, good luck with that, Not a threat, but I can be more helpful than any of these people know. But no one's going to listen, and I'm just a crazy person. Even though I've researched all this stuff, I've read all the holy books of every friggin' religion, not left to right, but I've read them. All right? I've read all this stuff. I went to college for biology. It's the only thing I went to college for. I'm not uneducated. You know, like the things I say aren't just feelings I have. I don't feel something is right and then say that's a fact, because that's what everyone else does. If you notice, that's what people do. They have a feeling and they think that that's how it is. Like when I try to talk to my buddy Tony, listen to what my buddy Tony thinks the afterlife is. You float around in nothingness, feeling constant pleasurable sensation. No matter what, everyone goes there. No matter what you do. That's insane to me. That's the most insane thing to me. Other than the fact that you go nuts. You want to feel, okay, this is getting a little dirty, but go ahead and like rub your nipple for a long time. Might feel good at first. It's not going to feel good after a while. Not to get any dirtier, but I know there's plenty of ladies out there who knows there could be too much of a good thing, where things become overstimulated and you don't want anything near there. You think you're gonna like your spirit nipples are gonna be up there and Ghostland, feeling like you're having a constant orgasm, floating around with grandma and grandpa. Yeah, that makes sense. But he believes this based on nothing, but that's still as valid as anything I have to say. And this is unfortunately one of the more intelligent people I know. He's probably the most intelligent person I know within my immediate life, obviously. And that's what he thinks the afterlife is going to be like, and that's based on absolutely nothing. That's based on probably just what he wants, which sounds like the afterlife of like a drug addict. It's a very sad, like pathetic, weird afterlife. Because what's the point? We're here doing stuff, and then we go up to I don't know. But either way, I don't even know what the point of that was. Oh, points in so. When just, it's, my phone's doing weird stuff, and I'm getting close to a half hour, so I just gotta cut this out. If people don't want to listen, fine. We're stressing ourselves out over nothing. We're going nuts over nothing. Love them and pity them, but don't love them like your brother or your sister, okay? We're brothers and sisters. Don't waste your love on them. Pity them, forgive them, and cut them off. Cut them all off. Cut everyone off. Do what you need to do to do what you need to do to be as little as part of society as possible, to get what you need to get done, and just not have anything to do with these people. Because I see it in my personal life with the few brothers and sisters that I have contact with. I see it in other channels. We're all going nuts because we're all surrounded by negative monsters. All right. So, stop being surrounded by them. It's basically my solution. I'm bringing way too much negativity. Someone give me, I need some suggestions for psalms and readings. Whenever I just start opening up the Bible and pouring through, and I don't know where to, It's like when you got a huge mess to clean up and you don't know where to start, and that's how I feel when I'm reading the Bible. But it's like that in like reverse. It's just so much stuff that I don't know where to start, I don't know. I can't think of a better analogy, because if I had a plate full of food of like, I wouldn't have a hard time being, what piece of delicious food do I need to, because it's not a matter of importance. I don't know. I probably shouldn't try to speak half thoughts. It's what life's like when you're able to like talk, think, and do like 10 things at the same time. No one thinks you're ever paying attention, and everyone thinks you're a stupid person because you're able to pay attention to several things at once, more than one person can pay attention to one thing at once. It's great. It's great. It's awesome. Anyway, love you guys so much. I'm getting close to a half hour here. Yeah, gosh. Open up in the comment section. Like I said, this is definitely as much a support group as it is anything else. I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful night, and God bless you.